Okay, you know what? We have to watch it. It's an Arch Linux video. Who are we talking about? Literally every single person in the United States. That's who we're talking about. What the fuck? Why can I grab that? What the fuck? I didn't know you could grab that. Okay, that was weird. Anyway, I replaced Windows 11 with Arch Linux. This guy has 900 subs, and the video got 100,000 views. What is this shift in direction? Hold up. What the hell is this shift in direction? All of these, like, same thumbnail, starting my own business, and then it's like, I switched to Arch Linux. Well, let's have a look at it, I guess. Let's go.
After using Windows for more than 20 years, I have decided to try out Linux.
Good plan. Correct option. Always do that. Friendship ended with business. Arch is my new friend.
Microsoft privacy is a hot topic these days, but that is not a reason for me to switch to Linux.
Okay.
The reason for me is a Reddit community, Unix
Reddit is the reason why I did it.
porn, where people are sharing beautiful screenshots.
This is Hyprland? I think these
Is a Reddit community.
That's the Hyprland website, I believe. Yeah, this is Hyprland's Rice demos or Rice examples.
Porn, where people are sharing beautiful screenshots of their Linux setup, and I really love how it looks, and I want to set it up like that. It's probably easier said than done, but worth a try. And the second reason is so I can say I use Arch, by the way, when I go on a date, since there are loads of
when you go on a date. That's funny. That's funny.
Distros. Why bother checking the pros and cons of each and every
What is that? Is there anything else? What other fun thing in here is there? KDE Neon, everyone's favorite distro. Bard OS. Yes, exactly.
Single one when I can just choose the hardest one and go with it. Also known as Arch Linux. It is actually just choose the hardest one and go with it. Also known as Arch Linux.
Arch isn't hard. Arch isn't hard. People gaslight themselves into thinking it's hard. If you want to talk about a distro being like annoying and hard to use, NixOS. Bad documentation, weird packaging system, obnoxious community. Now that's a hard distro.
It's actually pretty simple to get started. Go to Arch Linux official website. Click on that. It's pretty simple to get started. Go to Arch Linux.
Arch Linux generate. Okay, he did this after the fact. Arch Linux generate GitHub SSH.
I told you, it's Linooks.
True, it is. Yep, it is definitely that.
Official website. Click on download. Scroll down to mirror links and then select
the first. What the fuck are you recording this on? This is clearly a screen capture. Did you record this at like fucking 144p?
Official website. Click on.
We are at yes, we are in 1080p right now. Why does your screen capture look so bad?
Download. Scroll down to mirror links and then select the first ISO image and download will start. After downloading Arch, I had to make a backup of my Windows key.
How to hack the NSA, how to take over the world, how to win at everything, hidden treasure map, classified zombie survival guide, porn, probably porn, more porn, definitely porn, QAnon. Is playing Nekapara for the plot a good excuse? I actually really do like the characters in Nekapara, not just when they're getting railed. Is his voice AI? I don't know.
in case I regret installing Arch and I have to go back to Windows. Now I have to cook that ISO image to USB using Rufus. It is simple as selecting the downloaded Arch ISO image and clicking start. There are some warnings, didn't read them. Clicked OK, wait a few minutes and we are ready to go.
If I was going to do an AI voice, I would pick something a lot clearer.
Next, I check how to enter boot menu on this Asus laptop, and in my case, it is ESC or F8. Proceed with restarting. And now I mash the ESC key as fast as I can, until the boot menu opens. When
I never look it up, I just hit all of them. Just literally every key.
Menu opens. Click install Arch, and here we go.
Are we going to do Arch install? That's the real question. Are we going to do Arch install? Or are we going to install it manually?
I already moved all the files from this laptop to a cloud. At least I hope.
Hey,
because
Arch install, let's go! A lot of people will like whine about Arch install now. They're like, oh, you should do manual install. No, just use Arch install. It's easier. It's fine. You'll be okay.
Delete the Windows completely, and only Arch will be installed here. So here I'm trying to figure out how to install this beast. I'm using Arch install script, and this is my second try installing, because first try failed for some reason, and I
probably some new bug in the install script. Unable to add partition, most likely due to overlapping sector. Possibly didn't wipe the drive correctly then. I haven't installed Arch in like 5 years. I just don't go and just install Arch because I can. I install it when I need to. Okay, maybe like 3 years.
Didn't bother checking out why. I guess I didn't set up my partitions correctly. So in the second try, I have chosen an option to partition my disks automatically. For desktop environments, I have selected KDE.
The script didn't exist when I last installed. Actually, maybe it did. Wait. I think when I did my last install, it was still kind of buggy.
Plasma and
Granted, it's still kind of buggy now, but it was more buggy.
Hyprland, because Hyprland is what the Reddit community uses.
You know, that's a new pronunciation.
And that's what I want to set up to look as nice as it can. And KDE Plasma, so I can actually use this thing, until I figure out Hyprland. For additional packages,
what are we doing?
I searched on my main PC.
Neovim. Git should be in Devel, shouldn't it? Oh, you tried to install some AUR packages. Yeah, he tried to install Yay.
See what packages I should install, and I got a huge list of the packages and chose what I thought would be good for me. Installation took some time, but once it was done, I had to restart my PC, and I was greeted with login screen. Once I entered my credentials, we were in, and it already looks very nice and modern. I had to start
for a second I thought that was Google Chrome. It was just Chromium.
Wi-Fi networking services manually via console, so I can connect to a Wi-Fi network. And then I immediately set up OBS for recording, after I solved
Wait, the OBS is clear now. How the fuck did it look so bad before? Did you not have it, like, he was recording on Windows before. Was the Windows capture set up that badly?
Issues that happened when hitting the record button. Now that I can record screen on Arch, it is time to go through checklist of items I would like to accomplish on Arch. First is video recording, and since I already managed to do that, I will check that off. Then after that comes audio recording, video editing, image editing, coding, gaming, and...
Are we back? Hello? Are we good now? No, there's not 32 viewers. That's not real. Do we reconnect now? We good? There's 10 people here. Twitch just doesn't know how to count. You can send me a screenshot of it, and I will probably just delete the screenshot because again, it's not real. Everything's working fine now. I don't know what happened there. That's weird. I'll need to. I don't know what that is. I do not know what that is. I don't know. I have to go see if my housemate's doing anything fucking weird in this system that's breaking the network. I don't know. Maybe. That could be it. I don't know. Anyway, let's get back to the video.
Search for Audacity to check how is the package called, and then you install it using Pacman. The process is very simple. Once it's installed, I opened Audacity, checked audio input and output, and recorded a test track. And it works. Now I can check off audio recording from checklist. Next on the list is video editing, and I
he's gonna use Kden Live!
Already installed a software for video editing while I was installing Arch Linux. Software.
Is this the default layout in Kden Live? Ugh. I have my Kden Live laid out a very specific way. I hate this.
It's called Kden Live, which I don't normally use, but I will give it a go since I'm looking for a good video editing software.
You're in the wrong place then.
I inserted the previously recorded clip in Kden Live, and I like how it looks. It feels more professional than the one I currently use, and the tool
What the fuck do you currently use?
Mostly use for editing is a cut tool. Tried it, works pretty well, easy to locate, and now I'm honestly thinking of switching to this software instead.
I think this is the only person who has used Kden Live who left Kden Live thinking, I want to use Kden Live.
Editing is also a success, and I can check that off as well. Now, image editing. I know there is software for image editing that works well on Linux, but I paid for Affinity Photo, which is a better version of the evil subscription-based software, and I would like to use it here on Linux. Since this software is not compatible with Linux, I had to make Linux run this software as a Windows. So I tried installing it in a few different ways. I tried using Wine, Bottle, I ran every command I found, and unfortunately I haven't managed to install it. I'm not saying it is not possible to run it on Linux. There are people who reported that they got it working, and I invested probably an hour in total into this.
ChatGPT! Oh, I love it. I love that there are actually people that use ChatGPT to work out how to, like, do stuff now. It's so fucking stupid.
They got it working, and I invested probably an hour in total into this before I gave up and move on to a different task. So for now, I will mark this one as a not successful on the checklist. Next is coding, and for that...
AI is good to get sources of info from. Ooh, I don't know.
I need VS Code. Once again, I go to ArchWiki to check what is the name of the package I need, and there are 3 versions of VS Code. I decided to go with Microsoft's official package, which has to be installed using Yay. I have no idea what is the difference, but I guess this is the one I need. Installation took some time, but it is still simple and straightforward process. Once it was installed, I tried opening it via console, and it works perfectly. I haven't seen default looking VS Code in a very long time. Anyway, I haven't coded anything. I have just seen that VS Code opens as it should, and then ran the npm commands for my code, and it works with no issue. So I can check off coding from the list.
What is he gonna try to play for a game? Is KDE Video Editor bad? I wouldn't say bad. Bad's not the word I would use. Not great is what I would call it. It is functional.
In order to do some gaming on Arch, I had to install Steam. And to install Steam, I had to enable multi-lib repository, and then install Steam using Pacman. Once again, very simple and straightforward process pretty much. And I was able to start Steam in no time. I have selected Dome Keeper as a test game, since it was small in size and I haven't had to wait long time for it to download. But that game is Linux compatible, so I haven't had to tinker with Wine, Bottle and other stuff the same I had had to do when I tried installing
Everyone's favorite page! We all love the Vulkan shaders. Oh my fucking god. I am so sick of seeing processing Vulkan shaders.
Affinity Photo. I would say I was lucky for choosing the Linux compatible game, so I dodged a bullet, because I did not know at the time that it's not possible to play any game as simple as this one on Linux. Once I clicked play, Vulkan shaders were automatically installed, and just like that I was in a game. Even though this game does not require high-end PC to play it, it is still impressive to have over 200 FPS, because I'm playing this on a laptop which doesn't even have a graphics card. I don't play a lot of games lately because of my current situation, link in top right corner, so I will mark this as a success. And now the part about which I'm most
Now we go to Hyprland and everything breaks.
excited about. Checking out Hyprland. It is a tiling window manager, which means everything stacked next to each other instead of having windows on top of another. And it is simple to manage multiple desktops by pressing Windows key and then desktop number I want to see. This is at the moment default theme, but maybe in the future I record a video of me setting up Hyprland to look nice, or how the Reddit community calls it, I will raise the arch. For some reason I don't have connection here.
He probably didn't install Network Manager. That would be my guess. That would be the only guess I would have there. That's what, usually that's the way that I like to handle it. I just have Network Manager installed and make sure I have a bar available, and then I can just magic stuff there. You need NM applet too. Yeah, that one.
On Hyprland, but I will figure that out some other time. I call this a success as well. So there we go. I can do everything on Arch Linux as I can do on Windows PC, except use Affinity Photo. I do believe I will manage to make that work as well. I just need to invest enough time into it. So what are my conclusions after using Arch for a couple of weeks? On one hand, I appreciate the raw and
I don't get the hate for Vulkan shaders. If you don't wait, the game can stutter, which I find no, I know the purpose of them. I just don't like dealing with it. I understand why you have to compile them. I just don't want to.
Customizable nature of Arch. The feeling of being a power user, learning about the system and tweaking every aspect of my setup has been incredibly rewarding. The process of rising Hyprland and setting up my environment has been both fun and educational. However, Arch Linux isn't without its challenges. The unpredictability of certain components failing or not working as expected can be frustrating. For someone like me, for whom the time is a critical factor, link in the top right can be frustrating. For someone like whom the time is a critical factor, link in the top right corner. Having to spend hours troubleshooting issues with basic functionalities can be a major setback. It's one thing to enjoy the learning process, but it's another to face roadblocks that interfere productivity. So should you use Arch Linux?
Yes,
it really depends on your needs and circumstances. If you're passionate about Linux, enjoy a high degree of customization, and have the time to troubleshoot and learn, then Arch can be a fantastic choice. It offers a deep learning experience and the ability to tailor your system to exact preferences. On the other hand, if you're someone who values stability...
that Mozilla disconnected T-Rex jumping game made me think Valve should at least have a basic game to play while waiting for Vulkan shaders.
Out of the box functionality and minimal maintenance, you might
just open up Space Cadet Pinball in a separate desktop.
Might want to consider other distributions. Arch can be demanding and requires a willingness to face and solve various issues on your own. For those who want a smoother experience but still want the flexibility and learning curve of Arch, I recommend trying an Arch-based distro like Manjaro. It provides a more user-friendly experience while retaining many of the benefits of Arch. I have already started rising my Arch, bit by bit, and if my Arch setup stops working for some reason, that is what I plan on doing, installing Manjaro and continue from there. With linux.config folder, it is easy to transfer my customizations and settings to different distributions. So there you have it.
Catchy!
Thanks for joining
Catchy! We love Catchy OS, yes!
on this journey into Arch Linux. If you have enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more amazing videos. Have any tips, questions or suggestions, drop them in the comments below.
How the fuck did that happen? Does that glow when you say it?
I would love to hear from you. See you in the next video. Oh yeah, I use Arch by the way.
I do as well. Everyone should use Arch. V4L2 loopback DKMS 014-0-1 breaks virtual cam in OBS. Oh, I don't use that, but thank you. I'll let the VTubers know. What is this? Gen 2 Linux on a dual Pentium Pro retro PC from my childhood runs latest software in the back rooms. What the fuck is that title? Yes, it does glow when you say subscribe. Huh. Huh, that's cool. Well, this was a video. Of the Arch videos, this was the most tame that we've seen. Usually it's like, hey, I'm trying to get DaVinci to work, and then just go down some random fucking route, focusing on something that is like, just not even remotely close to being a solution. And you know what? I like it when things actually go somewhat well. Oh, and he installed it with Arch install so people whined about it. Of course. As always. I'll send you guys the video. Go sub to the channel. Did you try CatchOS, Brodie? I probably should do a stream on it because people fucking bug me about it all the time. DaVinci.